Hey, beautiful souls, it's your psychic girlfriend, Robin Richardson, and today we're diving deeper into the energy behind our problems. And more importantly, the energy that can move us into more powerful transformation. Have you been feeling stuck? Feel like you've been looping through the same challenges? Well, this episode might be for you then. So stick with us. You might hear some foundational truths that can shift your life. And if you would like to like and subscribe, please do so. It helps my channel. So there are two foundational truths that I live by, and it's from Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. And I share this with my friends, my clients, and I think it's priceless. So if you learn anything today, pay attention to these two little pieces of wisdom. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Think about that for a minute. And nothing changes in your life until you change your energy. And maybe you want to tweak that word energy to frequency or vibe, but where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So I want to take it a step further and ask, how can you become unhooked from the energy of your problems? And how can you shift into the version of you where the problem literally no longer exists? Now let's talk about ascending our energy, and what that means is in the quantum field. So we've got to ascend our energies. Think of your emotions as energy in motion. And every day you wake up, you feel stressed, resentful, or anxious. Well, that's the energy that creates a signal. And that signal is broadcasting into the quantum field. So now here's the kicker. If that signal is coming from a chaotic and coherent space, like the brain and the heart aren't in sync, that energy is weak. That's like trying to tune into a radio station that's fuzzy with static. And I know you've heard this before. So let's be real. A weak signal does not create strong outcomes. It just keeps you stuck in the same loop. Literally, the same reality, the same problem. Think of yourself as a hamster in a wheel. You just keep going and going and going and going. And you kind of wonder, why is this happening? So if you want to change your life, you have to change your signal. And that's what today's episode is about. And that's what transformational work is about. So part of learning about your pattern is thinking about your thoughts. And people get tripped up, and I see this all the time in readings and in coaching. So we're often reacting to problems we've already lived through 1,000 times. And that means the brain has rebuilt a network, a pattern, a neural pathway. And every time you think the same thought and you feel the same emotion and react the same way, you reinforce the pattern. You keep digging the trench. You keep digging the hole. You keep digging the hole, right? So if you can find a way to disrupt that pattern, that's what we're going to do, okay? So what happens is when we do this hamster wheel thing, your energy becomes your reality. Your electromagnetic field is your message to the universe. And think of the universe as infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities. You can't even think beyond that, right? There's so much. But if you keep thinking and feeling and reacting the same way, you're going to get the same results. And I think it was Wayne Dyer saying, if you think the same thing and you do the same thing, you get the same results, and that's insanity. I subscribe to that. So pause for a moment and ask yourself right now, is the way I'm thinking about this challenge or problem empowering me or draining me? And it can be anything. It can be something close to home. It could be broader world issues. So let's go a little bit deeper. If you're constantly having an angry reaction to your ex, your boss, your financial situation, whatever it is, ask yourself, is this thought strengthening my energy or weakening it? Another way I look at it is it building something I want, or is it taking away from something I want? So when you're in stress mode, your body is in survival, and that causes dissonance or chaos, and it scrambles your energy. It's like sending a wish list to the universe wrapped in static. The energy is incoherent, and incoherent energy creates incomplete realities. And this is why we say stuck. It's because we're broadcasting from a place of fear, not from a place of power. And when you keep triggering that stress response over and over and over and over again, your body pays the price. Your thoughts are literally signaling your body into disease. So, is anyone or anything worth that? Is that problem really worth your health, your energy, your joy? And I know some of you are going to be like, but the world is in destruction, our government's doing this, or whatever. Now, think about it for a second. How is that stress helping you to turn the world's problems around? That's a good question, right? So, one of the things you could do is become aware of possibility. You are not your problem. You are not your past. You are not the loop you've been living in. So stop for a minute and just accept that. Accept that you are pure potential. You are the one that can choose to place your attention and therefore your energy on a new vision. One where the problem no longer exists because you no longer match the frequency of the problem. And this is where we ascend. So take a deep breath because this is where we step into alignment. We step into the version of ourselves that already has the clarity, peace, abundance, and love that we desire. You are a powerful creator, and your signal is your message to the universe. So this week, I want you to get intentional with your energy. Ask yourself, where am I placing my intention? Is this thought empowering me? And what would the higher version of me focus on instead? And if you could just practice and play with that this week, you might notice some significant shifts. You might think to yourself, this is the first time I've felt good in a long time. And if you want more support with this, book a one-on-one reading with me and we'll go deeper into aligning your energy with your desires. Check out the link in the description because you are all possibilities. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a reminder that their power is just one energetic shift away. And for that, I say, see you next time.